and I just got married 2 weeks ago. I've been talking to a couple of 20-year-olds, and I'm like, I can't understand what they're saying. So I got to learn to listen faster too. So I have been around the Juice Plus company for 22 years. I've been using the product since I was 7. My mom's been a rep with the company since 1996, something like that. Mickey knows. A long time. And so I grew up taking Juice Plus. I didn't really know life without Juice Plus. I played tons of sports. I went on to play 2 Division I sports in college, played basketball and volleyball, Division I, and I didn't get what Juice Plus had done for me. I knew my mom was crazy because she was juicing. I was like 5 years old, drinking like carrot, beet, bell pepper juice every morning. Like, Mom, what are you doing? Did anybody try the original chewables? Did anyone in here eat the original chewables?
Yeah, they
were so bad. So I was like, Mom, I wanted to take the capsules as quickly as I could. Kids have it good these days with those gummies. So I went on to play a couple of sports in college, and I didn't get at all what Juice Plus had done for me. I had no frame of reference for like life before Juice Plus, and it wasn't until after my freshman year, I played basketball that season, and at the end of the year, all of my teammates had been sick, injured, in and out of the training room, not able to practice, not able to play in games, and I hadn't experienced any of that, and which meant I got to like be a starter as a freshman all the time. It was awesome. And what it made me do is look back over my entire career, and I realized, I was shocked, but I realized that I played 4 sports in high school at the club level and varsity, and then 2 sports in college. I never missed a game or even a practice due to illness or injury. Ever. Wow. Ever. And it was like, awesome. I was like, what? I was like, oh yeah, that's like not normal. That is like totally not normal. So that for me was huge. And I wasn't doing anything different. I wasn't training any harder. I wasn't in any better shape. I didn't have better genes, although my mom likes to argue that I definitely did. I wasn't like a better athlete. I had better nutritional support. That's like that. I had that foundation, and I definitely was. We were freshmen in college, like going to parties and not sleeping, and like drinking and eating crappy dining hall food, and I was just not affected by any of that, and it was awesome. So anyone who's got kids that are athletes, or if you're an athlete, like this, you gotta do it. So I definitely realized the value of Juice Plus, and I also got the value of the business. I watched my parents create this unbelievable life for themselves. My mom was a single parent when I was young. She lost everything. A lot of you probably heard her story, but she was able to bootstrap her way up and create this unbelievable life for me and for our family. And so I got the value of it. My parents were able to come to every home and every away game I ever played in college. I flew all over the country, never missed a game. And like most parents, your kid goes and plays, D1 sports. It's like the big thing, and you get to see like 1 game a year. And you miss it. And my parents didn't have to miss it. I think that the other kids' parents thought my parents were like drug dealers or something. Like for real, they're like, what did Jake's parents do? Because they never work, but they can also always be here. And so I got that. I was like, I want to have that kind of life. But as at that time, it was Juice Plus, fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Like fruits and vegetables in a capsule to 20-year-olds, and it's not cool. Like I'm gonna buy beer instead. And I was like, I know, me too. My mom makes me take. My mom gives it to me. I don't know. So I totally got that it was an awesome business opportunity, but I was like, I cannot do this because fruits and vegetables is boring. And the way that my mom did this business was like getting on the phone like 8 hours a day and like talking to the person in the grocery store, like, oh my gosh, look what you have in your cart. Like, let me talk to you about, like, no, like I'm not doing any of that. And so I had to kind of like figure out a different way if I was going to do this. And it wasn't until Dr. Miki Ray came out with Transform 30 that I was like, okay, this I can do. Like this, my age group, like, we're obsessed with looking better and feeling better, and if I can help people do that in a really healthy, awesome way, like that's great. I was in college. We were doing like 3-a-days, like conditioning, lifting practices, and girls on my team would at the end of all of that go to the fitness center and run more to like try and not like gain the freshman 15 or whatever from drinking and partying. So it was like it's in the forefront of young people's minds, of everyone's mind. We know that, and so this is something that I could connect with people my age on, and I wanted to work with people my age. I wanted to work with my friends and be around people my age, and so I was like, okay, this I can do. And I've been using the capsules and the shake for 20 years every single day, and I was like, yeah, the program's probably awesome. Nothing's going to happen for me because, hello, like I'm already like poster child for Juice Plus. and I was exercising all the time. I was a vegan, and I was like, well, I got to try the program so that I can know what I'm talking about and have an experience of it. And I was so blown away. I was so blown away by my experience and my results, and that just like solidified it for me. So I'm going to show you a couple of photos. This is, I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but I don't know if I have a little pointer, but this is me when I was 19, 20, like in college, like in the best shape of my life, like working out like 25 hours a week, like insanely in shape. And you can kind of see in my arms and in my face and in my arms here, like that's like a lot of inflammation that's happening there. Even though I was using Juice Plus, and even though I was like still healthy and not experiencing injury, I was still seeing inflammation at 19 years old. And I was 26 when I did T30, and the inflammation is extremely different. And I was working out way less, but eating way better and doing T30 and cutting out gluten and dairy and doing the whole thing. So I was like, okay, and it also happened is not only physically how I looked, but I was performing better and recovering faster than I was when I was 18 at 26. And I was like, yeah, 26 is the new prime. Now I'm like, 29 is the new prime. So that just totally solidified it for me. And then also solidified the business in my mind as well, because this is something I can talk about. And of course, with social media coming into play, and one of those UK kids came over here and was like, showed us what's up. And I was like, oh crap, okay, I gotta do this. If they can do this, like I can, social media, let's go. So I took on Eric Worre's GoPro skills. So it was a combination of those two things. So the program coming out, social media becoming bigger, and learning about Eric Worre's GoPro book. That like those three things sort of came all at the right time. And I was able to. I was like a stuck SC at the time that I kind of started doing all this. And within 10 months, was able to make NMD and quit my job, and at 26, be basically able to do whatever I want. It's kind of my mission to help other young people be able to do that same thing. So I have so many, we all know that so many young kids, so many people of all ages that are working jobs that they absolutely hate, that they hate doing, and they're miserable. And so if we can show people how to do it in a different way, then I love it. So I love this. The world is changing, the way people are making money is changing. I'm just happy that I know it. And you guys are all in the right room for this. So this is, if you guys haven't read this book, if you're brand new, and even, this book is actually awesome for, like if you own a different business, or you're looking at this, but you have something else, this is great for all types of business. All types. So I recommend getting this book. You can get it on tape and listen to it while you drive, and then get it, as a hard copy and, take notes in it and really study it. So it's 7 skills to becoming a network marketing professional. I'm not going to go over all of them. You can read the book. But I am going to talk about skill number 6. Because this was the most confusing thing to me when I really started working this business. Is like how I don't really get what it means to be a rep. Like it's super confusing and vague to me. Like I don't really get it. And so how can I teach someone else how to be a rep if I don't even know what I'm doing? So I took what I learned from this book and I adapted it to Gen Y terms. I made it Gen Y'd it up a little bit and created this training system that has worked really well for my team, and it's really super simple and easy to follow, and for young people with short attention spans, it is awesome. So I do 4 steps, 4 things, and the first one is their why. And this Eric Worre kind of talks about all this stuff. So this is their why, which is you want to find out what's important to them, and for you'll hear these stories today. You hear a lot of stories that are like people have these unbelievable whys. Like my mom. She was a single mom, had no health insurance, and so getting that benefits package and being able to support me and our family, and while still being able to be with me, was super important to her. And that's like a huge, heavy, that is like a huge why. I wanted a new truck, so you have to find what's important to you. And for a lot of young people, maybe they don't have a why that's makes you cry. Maybe they don't, but maybe there's something else. You got to find out what it is that they want, and maybe it's just to make that car payment, or maybe they want to move out of their parents' house. They want to be able to afford rent, or making a mortgage payment or whatever. So you want to kind of get in touch with them so that they can figure out what it is. Second step is their Facebook post, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Facebook a little bit later too. But it's basically social media is designed to announce to your community what you're doing. Like if you were to buy a new car or go back to school or start a new job, you'd be like, oh my God, I just switch jobs, I'm so excited to be working, whatever. Or, just bought this new truck, check out the picture, you kind of talk about it. All you're doing is announcing what you're up to. That's what social media is for. So when you start T30 or 10-day shred, whichever or whatever you're doing, you make a Facebook post about it. Here are a couple of examples that that I use with my team. And I don't, like, when you start the business, I don't recommend my team go, I became a Juice Plus distributor, like, everybody here's my link, come buy stuff for me. Like, I don't recommend doing that. But I do recommend talking about starting the products or the program. If you're starting a program, it's the same thing as, like, joining a new gym. You would announce that you're joining a new gym. So announce that you're starting a new program. So it's so excited to start 10-Day Shred. Like, this is, even, I'm been a rep forever. Like, I mean, my post would be like, things have been so crazy with my wedding, weeks of champagne and cake, like, I need to, like, rein it in a little bit. Can't wait to restart with a 10-Day Shred on Monday, or whatever. And people are going to say, like, what's a 10-Day Shred? What is that? What's T30? What are you doing? What are you, and so if you're not, I'm not, like, posting a link to a 10-Day Shred video. I'm not, like, giving any information. I want them to ask me for it. And then when they say, like, what is it? I don't comment back and, like, lay it all out for them. I send them a private message. We can kind of go back and forth about it. So that's what I recommend. And I don't put Juice Plus. I don't put, like, anything in there, because one, people are going to have an idea of what it is. They think they know what it is, and they're like, oh, it's the juice thing, I don't really care. Or they're going to look it up online and go order it from the main website, and they're not going to get a customer. So you want them to ask you for the information. So that's step number 2. Skill number 3 is the prospect list. And this is like our #1 job. This is like our #1 job. Like when I have people come and say to me, I don't know enough people, I'm like, well, you better get good at it. Like, get good at meeting people, because this is what we do. This is what we do always, all the time. So there are a bunch of different ways to find prospects, and you can kind of choose what you like. So I do mostly on social media, so Facebook, obviously. One of the things that I do is there's a couple things. There's that section that says people you may know, and like gives you ideas of people you have mutual friends with or whatever. Like search through that thing, like go through that thing and see who you actually do know. I have a girl on my team who started adding people who she didn't know, but she had a bunch of mutual friends with. So in that thing, it's like I don't know them, but I have like 20 mutual friends, like I'm going to add them, because that adds some social proof, some credibility, because that person's going to assume you're not a crazy person if you're friends with 20 of their friends. That's just how it works. If you don't have any mutual friends, like they don't know if you're like a weirdo or what, so they're not going to like give you the time of day. Also on Facebook, I guess I'll go over this in a minute, but Instagram also like great way to find people. You can search hashtags. Like if you search the hashtag, everyone in here know what a hashtag is? Yeah, if you don't, talk to the Jen Myers sitting next to you. You can search hashtag like, healthy living or fit mom or mompreneur, whatever that thing is. And it'll show you everyone who's ever posted a photo using that hashtag. And so you can connect with people that have the same interests as you, and that's an awesome way. If you're like my mom and you have Nanosbook or a day timer, I put that in there for you guys. You can use that thing. I don't even really get how those things work, but you can use those. Pinterest is also awesome. Same thing. You can like find people that have similar interests as you. So you can search for people's boards. And again, if you don't know what this is, you can get someone to help you. That people create like healthy living boards or healthy recipe boards or gluten-free boards, and you can connect with those people that way and get in communication with them. Meetup is awesome. How many people in here know what Meetup is? Awesome, cool. So it's basically an online group that connects you with groups of people that have similar interests. You can join different Meetup groups. Like when I moved to Northern California, I joined a volleyball Meetup group, and now like everyone that I know there and a bunch of my customers and team have come from joining that Meetup group, and I didn't know anybody when I moved there. You can also create your own Meetup group. So I created a salad and jar Meetup group. So I put it on there, have salad and jar party, and people that I don't know that are in town have come over and do a salad and jar party. Awesome, easy. My mom has a vegan potluck one, so you can do like anything you want. You get people from your community. Networking events, people in at least in larger cities, they have them, multiple nights a week, and you can kind of check those out. So on Facebook, you can also, this is something that most people don't know that you can do. In the search bar, you can type people who work at Target or 24-Hour Fitness or whatever. You can even say people who live in Sacramento, California, and work at 24-Hour Fitness. And it will come up. First, it will be like people that you're already friends with that like fit that criteria. Then it'll be people that you have lots of mutual friends with, so you want to check to make sure they're not already Juice Plus people, because that happens. And then after that, you get to people who there aren't Juice Plus people that you maybe have some mutual friends with, but they're like they are in that field that you're looking for. So my brand new husband, he's a pilot, and so I'm really gotten interested in pilot and flight attendant health. Like the more that I learn about what they're exposed to and how hard it is to eat healthy and stay healthy on the road, like the more I want to
Help them.
So I can search for